and shuffle for a few more times, and then we'll get started. Alright, let's get started. Good morning, everyone. My name is Maddie, the Tarot Gamer, and every Sunday I try to do a weekly reading for all signs. Hi, Queen of Glam Tarot, how you doing? We're gonna do a all signs weekly reading for this week. We're gonna gauge the energies for each sign. So let's get started. So we are going to start with Aries. Aries, your card for this week is the Five of Cups. You're going to feel like you're missing out on something very much, rather than like an emotional, like a loss of emotions. It's going to be a loss of like a passion. Something that you've been working on might not come out as you want it. So rather than focus on what you failed on and what isn't going your way, focus on what is and what you have and what you are good at. So that's going to be your energy for this week, Aries. Try to focus on the good things rather than focusing on the things that haven't turned out the way you want, okay? Taurus. Taurus is the World. This kind of signifies an end to something, the closing of a part of your life. So make sure that you are acting appropriately. If you start to notice these signs, you want to make sure that you're being optimistic about the end of something rather than pessimistic. Don't worry about losing something. Instead, focus on what you can gain by this thing starting to end. Thank you, Queen of Glam Tarot. The deck I'm using today is the Lo Scarabeo Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. This is the deck I actually learned with. Now bracing for Gemini. I know I'm a Taurus, so I usually get it in. Alright, Geminis. Perfect. Geminis. Three of Cups. With social distancing and wearing masks in mind, this is the time to celebrate with your friends and interact with your peers. Use this as a way to emotionally connect with people. Since Geminis are very intellectual and they're very focused on intellect and communication, why not have like a little tea time with your girlfriends and start spilling that tea, honey. Three of Cups. Very good card for you, Geminis. Cancer. Six of Swords. Since Cancers are very emotional, a lot of times they get wrapped up in dealing with emotional problems. This is your sign to say avoid that this week. Don't get into people's business. Don't get into people's lives and start trying to fix them. It's not going to happen this week. Just avoid all of those situations that would hinder you and that would take up your time and that would stress you out. Do something for you this week. You have a goal set in mind. You have a path clear right in front of you. Take the pathway instead of getting distracted by all these turns and twists that people around you are giving, okay? Alright, Leos. Leo, Four of Cups. You're not gonna have it this week. You know what you want, and people are gonna try and add to your energy, and you're gonna want nothing to do with it. That doesn't mean that you can be an ass and tell them that, but you need to make it clear that you have your intentions set and you're not looking for any outside influence. Okay, Leos? So it's Four Cups for Leos. Virgo. Virgo, you have the Five of Swords. Lots of cups and swords today. Virgo, Five of Swords. Somebody is going to cause a little bit of drama, a little bit of friction in your peer group. Are you going to be the one that emerges as the winner? Are you going to be the one that's the sore loser and leaves everything? Or are you going to be the one to try and mediate? Figure out this role that you want to take on before something big like this happens. We're in a very stressful time. A lot of people are under a lot of stress. Make sure you approach this situation very, very carefully, okay? So that's for Virgos. All right, and now we have air. Libra. Libra, your card is the Tower. This is a big card, especially for Libras. Libras are very much balanced. They want to find balance. They want to find compromise. You're not going to have a lot of that this week, honey. Your balance is going to be off a lot, and there's going to be a lot of things that are going to test you and a lot of things that are going to challenge you and disrupt your flow. Have a plan. Figure out if something goes wrong, how are you going to react? You need to react in a way that's constructive and not damaging for yourself. You need to find a way to quickly, get back on your feet and recuperate and find your balance. Because otherwise, you're just going to keep slipping and sliding up and down, left and right, with your energy and with everything else going on this week, okay? So Libras, make sure that you have a plan in case something bad happens. Make sure you have a few plans in case something bad happens and gets disrupted, okay? So that's Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio, your card is the Six of Pentacles. Try being very generous this week. Sometimes, Scorpios, your emotions can get a little, not toxic, but a little selfish, a little self-centered, a little focused on you. So try to give, and if all you can give is like your emotional stability and compatibility, then offer that to people. But some people are definitely having it worse than you right now, so check your privilege, honey. Make sure you check yourself. Alright. Hi, John. Thanks for joining. Alright, so after Scorpio is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your card this week is Temperance. You're going to be working on stuff a lot this week. It's going to be a lot of small things you're going to have to improve on. Constant back and forth, constant trial and error. Use this to be excited and to motivate you into creating something that's not only good, but something that's perfect and something that you can take pride in your work, right? You don't want to put out a bad product. You don't want to do a bad job at work. Your passions and the way that like your ups go, your incline for emotion is all based off of doing a good job. So why not take the extra time to do a good job? Because then people are going to recognize that and they're going to think that you're good at what you do. And that's going to increase the fire that's under you. People are going to start looking up to you, okay? So definitely start working on those small things, those little details, okay? Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Fool. Instead of having a solid, grounded mentality and way to go, hang on, I have a stupid notification. Instead of the norm, let's say, try to do something a little different this week. We're starting a new month. This is the great time to plan something cool, something fun, something out of the box for you. And use this not just to do something for the sake of doing it, but do something that will give you a purpose. Do something that will let you think. Do something that's going to challenge yourself. Go out of the box. Don't go too big. Don't go too big. But you definitely want to, do something to start. Especially because, this is the start of a new year. We're going into the start of a new month tomorrow. Definitely try to do something like new and a little exciting and a little fun even. You can have fun while you do this. It doesn't have to be work related. It doesn't have to be something you dread doing. Do something fun out of the box. Why not? Alright, Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the Empress. There's a lot of growth and life around you, Aquarius. Don't get too caught up in your head to notice the beauty that's around you. Take a feminine approach to intellect. And by that, it's a little hard because we kind of focus on intellect being like a masculine kind of quality, like a know-it-all, like a genius, like a rocket scientist. But take a feminine approach to intellect this week. Try and do like a softer side of intellect. Talk about things that may not necessarily interest you, but interest one of your friends. Talk about something that has to do with building somebody up, you know? So definitely use this as an example, or use this as a guide for a different approach to your intellect. All right? And last but not least, we have Pisces with the 9 of Cups. Now, Pisces, you spend a lot of time swimming in that pond, circling around and dreaming and wanting and wishing. Be careful what you wish for, girl. Because let me tell you, you will get exactly what you want, and you will not be happy with it. This is a genie that's on the card, and he's just waiting. He's like, what do you got? What do you want to do? What do you want? And we all know that genies are a little fresh, a little sneaky. So be careful with what you wish for. Another good interpretation of this card I have is like, be grateful for what you have. A lot of people wish that for things that they want: new car, new house, better family, etc., etc. Be happy with what you have around you, because everything around you has an emotional connection to you, otherwise it wouldn't be here. Alright? So that's for you, Pisces. Your goal this week: be careful what you wish for and be grateful for what you have. Alright, thank you guys so much. That is all the signs for this week. I will be trying to do some every Sunday. Take a quick second for Leo Witch Guy. Thank you for joining. Queen of Gland Tarot, thank you so much for joining. J Speed, of course, my best friend John, thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys all next week for the next signs. I think we might mix it up a little bit. Instead of doing tarot cards, we're going to do oracle cards. So definitely keep an eye out for next Sunday, around this time, maybe a little bit earlier. I'll send a notice before. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to y'all next Sunday.